Well, hello and welcome to the digital revolution in training and development, provided to you by Training Force, linking training to industry, for the National Certificate Qualification in Business Administration Services, Level 3. My name is Belinda Lee. In order for you to begin your qualification, it is necessary to take a quick orientation session. This guide has been designed to help you, the learner, orientate yourself in completing the said qualification. But firstly, let's take a look at what it means to be orientated. What is orientation? The action of orientating someone or something relative to points of a compass or other specified position. Further, it means a person's attitude, beliefs and/or feelings in relation to a particular subject or issue. So in this contextual subject, the points of compass are in relation to the pathway that must be followed in order to complete the said qualification. So follow along as this guide assists you in preparing yourself. Keep a pen and paper handy to take notes. And remember to pause, stop, start this video presentation at any time. What is a qualification? An ability, characteristic, or experience that makes you suitable for a job or activity. To achieve the qualification, you must achieve the minimum amount of credits, 120. Credits are regarded as the building blocks towards achieving a qualification. In this case, on successful completion of this qualification, Business Administration Services, you will be suitably qualified to provide a business administration service to organizations. The building blocks of SAQA qualifications, meaning South African Qualifications Authority, are made up of unit standards and governed by the National Qualification Framework, the NQF. Each unit has been designed for you, the learner, to achieve a set of specific learning paths that must be successfully completed in order to achieve the qualifications. Unit standards are made up of the following elements: title, level, credits, specific outcomes, and assessment criteria. To know how much learning time you need to achieve the qualification, the credits are multiplied by 10, which gives you the number of hours. Before we learn more about the process, let's first take a look at the meaning of a learning program. What is a learning program? A carefully designed learning path to gain knowledge and apply the knowledge within a specific subject matter area. Although it is important that you understand what a qualification with its relevant unit standards is, training providers are accredited with the relevant sector for education and training authority to provide you with a set of learning programs to achieve the qualification. Individual learning programs are named clusters, thereby grouping relevant subject matter learning units together. Each cluster comprises of one or more learning unit or unit standard outcomes, which is clearly stated in your portfolio that we will learn about later. Our learning path for qualification 67465 is as follows: language and communication, written communication, employee relations and teamwork, organization reception area, business environment, business administration, number-based measurement units and shapes, solutions development, and basic finance and business principles. Each cluster comprises of a learner guide and portfolio of evidence. The learner guide is an information resource to provide you, the learner, with information required to gain knowledge of the relevant subject area. The portfolio of evidence is an assessment of your knowledge and/or experience within each subject area and comprises of the following: legal documentation to be completed required by the relevant sector for education and training authority, formative assessments, which are classroom activities, self-assessment evaluations, and checklists. Summative assessments comprise of logbooks, activities that you need to complete in the workplace, a reflexive assessment, evaluation of the assessment process, and further development. The course is designed to maximize interactive learning, participation, application of knowledge to find solutions to problems, acquire understanding, learn from one another, and reflect on learning acquired. Throughout the process, you'll be required to watch and read your learner guide, pay attention during classroom sessions, complete activities according to instructions given, leave class and apply learning in the workplace, at the same time ensuring to complete your log activities as instructed in the summative section of your portfolio. Role players in the delivery process is the learner, the facilitator, assessor, moderator, and employer. Let's take a look at the duties of each. Employers provide a suitable workplace, mentor and support. Assessors assess your understanding, provide support and guidance, give efficient feedback. Moderators to ensure fair, credible assessments are being conducted. Training providers provide suitable learning material, provide POEs, sufficient facilitation and administration of the process. Learners take responsibility, be ethical, be accountable. Facilitators guide you through the process, transfer adequate knowledge, and assist and support. The way in which we act, behave, and manage ourselves, not only during this process, but through life itself, will be a very big factor in determining our success. Let's take a look at how we need to conduct ourselves during this process. Be punctual, manage your time well, and attend all class sessions. Follow and adhere to instructions. If you're not sure, ask. Being punctual and following instructions is part of being respectful to ourselves as well as others. The way in which we treat others and ourselves is a clear reflection of our character. Be a team player. Work with a team doing any tasks that have been assigned to you. It's all for the good of the team. There's no I in team. Don't litter on premises. Avoid abusive language and behavior. And don't carry weapons and or substances that could cause any harm to another or yourself during training and or in the workplace. Make sure to complete the attendance register at every contact session to ensure your attendance can be recorded. This attendance counts towards the completion of the qualification. Evaluation forms are necessary for you to evaluate your experience with the session and the facilitator. Usually a rating process where you rate various aspects of the session on a scale from 1 to 5. Don't forget to complete your POE documentation. Sign each page, complete all checklists, reflexive assessment, logbook, and make sure to obtain all necessary signatures from your workplace before handing in your assessment. You are responsible for your own learning. Facilitators, learning guides, and videos are there to support you with guidance. Manage your time wisely. Ask if you need support and or guidance. Make sure that your special needs are documented in the assessment documentation. Remember that a special need is not a transport problem and or general illness. It is the need required due to a physical, emotional, or learning challenge. Managing your portfolio of evidence will require planning, evaluation of your evidence, estimations of time to complete the relevant clusters, and make sure to document your plan. Don't just make a mental note. When evaluating your evidence, the following applies. Knowledge evidence, which is the questions and activities you complete in your portfolio. Direct performance, which is work records, videos, and audio recordings of you performing a particular task. Then we get indirect evidence, which is related to testimonials from your supervisors, performance appraisals, and images. And then supplementary evidence is a confirmation of the authenticity of your evidence. If you've completed a question or you've done a role play in your knowledge evidence, photos, things like that will count then as supplementary evidence. Also check your evidence against the following criteria: validity, That means that the evidence is relevant to the unit standard that you're doing. Authentic, it's clearly your own work. Current, it's not older than 2 years. And sufficient, adequate to prove your competence against the criteria. Always check your evidence against the question and/or instruction being given in the POE after gathering the evidence, and make sure to sign and date all evidence you provide to provide final authenticity. You have the right to appeal any decision that has been made during an assessment and/or moderation if you feel that the assessor and/or moderator has in any way been unfair during the process. Firstly, lodge a complaint with the assessor within 2 days. The assessor notifies the moderator. The assessor submits the appeal within 2 days. The moderator considers, and the moderator evaluates and submits his final decision. If the moderator's decision is not accepted, it will further be provided to a verifier within 5 working days after the appeal. The verifier evaluates, provides a decision based on the evidence, and the verifier's decision is final. You are required to complete the following forms in hard copy provided in your learner orientation guide. These forms are part of an administration system which you will learn about throughout this qualification. The learner induction is a paper trail that you were inducted into the programs as required by the relevant ETQAs, and a declaration of authenticity that you declared that you will provide evidence of your own work only, not copied and/or written by or from someone else. If written, only in blue or black pen, and no pencil or Tipp-Ex is allowed. When you make a mistake, simply draw a neat line through and continue next to it. Remember that copying from another and/or using someone else's work as your own is fraud and will lead to legal processes of the offence. Testing your own understanding by completing your work to grow and develop is always best. And as Albert Einstein said many years ago, education is not the learning of knowledge, it is the training of the brain to think. Have fun and good luck.